Hello everybody. As you probably know, I live in Russia. I've lived in Russia for 21 years and I absolutely love it here. I just one day decided that I really wanted to come, and I came and I never looked back. But I know a lot of you are thinking of leaving where you are now. You're tired of where you're living. You're tired of how it's going downhill. Whereas Russia's going uphill. Russia is a place where there's constant development. You feel that the country is progressing. And so a lot of you are now thinking of moving to Russia. But you want to know, how much does it cost to live in Russia? And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Also, I'm going to walk around this new housing settlement and just have a bit of a walk and talk and tell you about my life in Russia and of course how much it costs. What do you think of this style of house? So currently I'm renting a house which is about the same size as this one, and my gas and electric bills for the month come out to about $100. So a total of gas and electricity about $100 a month. That's in winter. In summer, about $30 a month for gas and electricity. It's hardly anything at all. Utilities in Russia are not expensive at all. Obviously, Russia's got tons of resources and gas, so you wouldn't expect to pay a lot here. But it's a lot cheaper than in most countries. So I'm currently walking through a settlement that's got about 50 houses on it. It's a closed settlement with a barrier, and one company has built the whole thing and it's almost ready now. There's a couple more houses left to be built and that's it. It's very peaceful here, apart from the noise of someone doing some construction work. You can see just over the fence there's a wooden house there which is a Russian banya, a sauna. This settlement has only been here for a couple of years, so you can see the lawns and things like that haven't been done yet. Some people have done them, some others haven't. So I rent my house for about $600 a month. Obviously it's a 3-bedroomed, 3-floor house. It's got a sauna inside it. I don't think you could probably get anything like that in the UK for that price. Also, I've got a nice big plot of land with a barbecue zone, because I absolutely love making barbecue. That's one of the things that all Russian people really enjoy, is barbecue culture. And yeah, that's why I love living in a house. Now these houses here, for example, they're going to cost about $100,000, perhaps a bit more, perhaps $120,000. But they're, you know, quite a nice size, and it's a very, very, very safe neighborhood. Zero crime here. Nothing at all is going to happen whatsoever. So I live in the city of Vladimir, which is the neighboring region to Moscow. It's a couple of hours drive to Moscow, and to rent an apartment here, if you're looking at a 2-room apartment, so you're a 1-bedroom and a living room with obviously the kitchen and toilet and everything like that, you're looking at about $300 for a nice apartment you'd like to live in. So I don't know if that is more or less than you're paying now. Let me know in the comments how much you pay if you're renting an apartment where you live in the world. You can see that people are doing different things just to change their house up and make it look a bit different, add some more rooms to it so they're not the same as everyone else is. So planning permission on a place like this, on a settlement like this, is very, very simple. The only rule really is that you don't build more than 3 floors, and there's certain objects that you've got to build at a certain distance away from the fence. How near to the house can the Russian banya, the sauna be, and things like that. But it's very, very basic. And all of these houses here, they're going to have their own septic and own water supply. They're not going to be connected to the central like mains. So property tax For houses like this, you're looking at about $200 maximum a year. Income tax on wages, you're looking at 15% or 6%. So if you open a company like a sole proprietor, a sole trader in the UK, it will be called, then you're going to pay 6% on everything you earn, or 15% on just your profits. So the tax is a lot lower than in most countries. And look at this guy, we've got a guy burning it down on an electric scooter. They're all over the place at the moment. These people have decided to paint their house a little yellow colour. Interesting. I love these fir trees. I'm going to put fir trees on my house when it's built. So I'm currently building a house. If you watch my videos, you probably know about it. If you haven't, go and watch my videos and learn about my house. It's a very slow project as I haven't got much money, but it's just being done slowly over time. These ones here, they've got like a little terrace around the side, and it looks like a little guest house or garage around the other side. This guy's got the right idea, definitely. So next we have healthcare, and healthcare in Russia is free. We also have private healthcare. Typically, I'll use private healthcare instead of going to the polyclinic for just small things. If I've got a problem, I need to go to the doctors, for example. I'll go private because it's very cheap, looking at $20, $30. There's going to be no waiting at all. Very modern, very clean, very professional. Just for an example, the other day, I found out about somebody that needed an MRI scan in the UK, and they were told they have to wait 4 months, and so they went private and it cost them £500. In Russia, there's going to be no waiting, and it's going to cost about £50 maximum. Russian dentistry is incredibly good. Until all the problems with flights happened, we'll call it like that, that's the best way to describe it. My Russian friends that live in the UK would travel back to Russia each year to see the dentist, because the dentistry is cheap, the quality is amazing, and obviously you know what the prices are like in the UK and the US, right? So this house here has got its own little guest house next to it, and I'm guessing there's going to be a Russian banya inside there and like a barbecue zone. The next thing is food costs. I spend about $300 a month on supermarket food, and that's because I'm on the keto diet, so I'm always buying salmon. But you're going to spend a lot less than that if you're not on a specific diet. Now, if you're going to go to a restaurant, the most you're going to spend, if you're going to go out and you're going to have a main course, a dessert and a beer, you're looking at about $10, $15 maximum. And in a lot of places it's going to be a lot less than that. My favorite restaurant, if I go to, I have a salmon kebab and a salad and a cup of tea, and you're looking at about $12. So the prices are very cheap compared to a lot of other countries in the world. This one's really nice, isn't it? I like that. So for car insurance, I have like what is known in the UK as third-party fire and theft or liability insurance, and it costs me about $80 for the year, and I drive a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Okay, it's like 15 years old, but still. Then of course petrol costs. Petrol is, well, benzene as you guys call it, or gas. Very cheap, of course, because yeah, we have our own, right? We don't need to buy it or import it from somewhere else. So they're the costs of living here. What do you think? Would you like those type of costs? Of course, you have to like Russia. You can't just come here because it's cheaper, but there's loads to love here. Some of my favorite hobbies are the kind of outdoor hobbies like camping, Russian banya, which is a sauna, or going for barbecue, which is called shashlik, which is really popular here. I love freshwater swimming that we do all year round. There's loads of outdoorsy stuff that you can do here. Go on snow bikes, on quad bikes, hiking, fishing, so much stuff you can do here. And so if that's the kind of lifestyle that you like, then Russia might be good for you. Russia is a place that I feel completely free and really enjoy it here. You get a completely different perspective of the world when you come here, because you see things differently when you leave the country that you're in. And so if you're thinking of coming to Russia, it shouldn't just be about leaving where you're from because you don't like it. Research, find out if you want to move here, and if you do, I'm happy to have a completely free chat with you. I'm not selling you anything at all. There'll be no selling done. It's simply me on the phone with you giving advice about Russia. So if you want to book a call, go to samsrussianadventures.com, book a call with me, and yeah, check out my other videos, because there's loads to learn about this amazing country. And look at this house. How cool is that?